It has to fly at 400 miles an hour, carry 8 machine guns, climb to 10,000 feet in a matter of minutes, and then dive at 500 miles an hour without the wings being ripped off. Those are the demands of R.J. Mitchell, probably the most iconic aircraft designer in the world. His plane first flew in March 1936, but it was in the summer of 1940 during the Battle of Britain that it became famous. An enduring symbol of freedom from the Second World War. This is the Spitfire, and today I'm going to fly one. I don't own a pilot's license, but don't worry, I'm flying in a specially adapted 2-seater Spitfire at historic Goodwood airfield in the south of England, a place now more famous for automotive events like the Festival of Speed and Goodwood Revival. During the war, this airfield was called RAF West Hampnet and home for 2 RAF fighter squadrons in the Battle of Britain. Later in the conflict, it was used by the US Air Force as a fighter base too. When the war ended, the outer perimeter road was turned into a famous motor racing track called the Goodwood Circuit. There are just a handful of 2-seater Spitfires available for passenger flights. Gilda, my aircraft, hasn't fired a shot in anger. She was a training aircraft. But today my pilot, Tim Granshaw, will be shooting up the skies to show me how it feels to be a fighter ace. Everybody has a bucket list, things they want to do before they die. It might be climb Mount Everest, it might be ride Route 66 on a Harley Davidson, but for me there was only ever one thing, and that was to fly in a Spitfire. And it's important to me because when I was a kid I used to make Airfix models with my father, all that glue and paint getting all over my hands. But today I'm actually going to be flying in the ultimate big boy's toy. It's a proper full-grown Spitfire, and it's in the skies where the Battle of Britain took place over the south of England, and I can tell you it's going to be emotional. All your senses are being bombarded with sight, sound, vision, smell, everything. And I can see all the dials in front of me.
If you'd like to pop your hands through controls and follow me through.
Both hands?
Generally just one hand fine, but if you'd like both hands, absolutely no problem.
Okay.
So, if we want to turn the airplane, so we're definitely just going to turn to the left. Have a good look out. All we need to do is gently use the stroke on to the left.
This is very, very cool. You can just start to feel the G-force pushing down on me. Amazing. So we've now turned around, we're heading back, I think, towards Goodwood where we first took off from. I'm here with pilot Tim Granshaw, who's just taken me up in the air for the most incredible flight of my life. Amazing, Tim, thank you so much.
Most welcome, pleasure to fly with you.
I probably should have asked you beforehand, but how long have you been flying a Spitfire?
I was lucky enough to start flying them when I was about 31, I'm now 40, so yeah, a good 9 years, which has been incredible. But I worked with the company for about 5 years before that as well.
How many hours do you have?
I've got about 725, so I'm hoping to get 750 by the end of the year.
So I read that during the war the pilots would have had about 150 hours of training.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine what that would have been like?
Not these days. I don't think the insurance companies would like that very much. But yeah, you look at what they were doing during the war. So it wasn't just flying the airplane. I mean, the landing for us is about the hardest bit we do. That was kind of one of the easiest. They were going and fighting and looking and escorting and doing all those things. So yeah, you look at what these people are doing and what your age. It's just beyond impressive.
They were so young, weren't they?
I mean, there was the stories of people like lying and kind of trying to fly these at 17 and 18. I kind of look at that, just going, imagining what I was doing at 17 or 18. I certainly wouldn't have been in a position to fly these, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's emotional, isn't it? There's the whole mixture of things going on in your brain, what people did 90 years ago, to being in this machine that just assaults your senses
Yeah.
from every angle. I mean, the startup is incredible. Perhaps you could explain why it's called Spitfire.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was quite lucky when we were starting, because we had a nice cold engine, which is great. So theoretically, if you've got a nice cold engine, you know how many primes you're going to put in, you know what's going to happen. When it's warm, it is very much more of an art than a science, and depending on how many primes you put in depends on the outcome. There are a few of our guys here who likes to impress the cameras. So actually, if you put a few more primes in, very, very quickly, that then catches fire in the exhaust stubs, and you have all this fire just roaring out.
So
of there,
that's the
which
thing,
is-
isn't it? You've got 6 on each side. It's a 12-cylinder, 27-litre Merlin, Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. Started up, and it is that incredible flame
Yeah.
shooting back. So, if you had to go into battle in the Second World War, what would you want to fly?
Oh, this definitely
Yeah,
this.
okay.
Yeah, it's very hard to beat this. It's just
Yeah.
it's quick. It's manoeuvrable, and I think that's why it became such an icon in
Yeah.
world history.
Incredible. A very brilliant day for me. Thank you so much indeed.
Most welcome. Thank you.
Cheers. Wartime leader Winston Churchill famously called the pilots from the RAF the few. Never in the field of human conflict has so much been owed by so many to so few. Now, we shouldn't celebrate war, but we can celebrate the people and the machines that help create the world we know today. We'll never forget R.J. Mitchell, we'll never forget the Spitfire. And I promise you, if you get the chance to take a flight in this machine, you'll never forget it either.